beautiful way other than to have the Song of the Week by Amani G. It's such a beautiful, lovely song. And in studio here with me to usher in the weekend. Stevens, what is wrong?
You know what challenge it is. So do this for Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Stevens. He is the chief editor here with the Pulse newspaper. And of course, related to him is a lovely, gorgeous queen. It's always lovely to see you guys. What were you saying, Stevens?
And since I know that you may not be as good as
Amani? I know I'm not as good. No. Let me ask you, what did you think of the song? I know we played a small clip of it.
Zinzi, we are not having this conversation until you pull off Mike's challenge. We are not talking. We are not boarding.
Time is running.
We are not boarding.
Let me tell you something. You guys will not stress me on a Friday morning. I'm telling you stress. So let me tell you something. You're the one who's going to sing, especially more so with Michael, given that it was his birthday. I will save that for the end part of the show.
All right.
She will sing at the end. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me, what did you think of Amani G? And you got a chance to meet her.
Young journalist and a good video. I just had a chance to meet her, and she told me why it's not good to have tea in the morning and have a lot of sugar in your system. I just had some, so I've learned many things from her. But I just like the way a young, talent can be so brave. She's not just singing, but she has values in life. Many times, even artists would be talented and would lack morals and values in life. The aspect and character of kindness goes a long way to tell who a person is, and that really touched me.
Wow.
A lot.
I mean, remember Alicia Keys tweeted about her queen?
Yes, I remember that, and what an honor. I mean, really, Alicia Keys just giving you a thumbs up. Wow. Anyway, Amani G is a talented young girl, smart. I listened to her interview, and she was really mature. Her response was was on point. She had all the right answers. She's, how old is she again? She is 12. Yeah, for a 12-year-old. Oh my God. Oh.
And the way she speaks, and the way she speaks about, very humble moments in life, and mom always stands with me, and I could see the mom just behind there. Sometimes, as parents also, it's good to understand, our young minds, our talent, and take it up at that age. She has a manager here with her, and you could see even the backup that she gets, and you just know that I'm not just singing. I know where I'm going.
She's singing from her belly, fire, passion. She's going far at such a young age.
She's gonna go far. In fact, we have so many, parents out there who, they want their children to just focus on school, get the education right. Education is good, but if you have a talented child, you need to start, you need to figure out what that talent is and manage it properly from the get-go.
It is true, maximizing. You know what I loved what she said? Is that she still wants to be an astronomy. She has to do astronomy. She has to study that, and despite the fact that she's already as talented as she is.
Awesome.
I know, right? Okay, let's change topic here. Now that was Song of the Week. Did you guys see that video that went viral of that man that was beating his wife? For the sake of our audience, this is the latest that in regards to that story. Now, Daudi Nzome, who was the man seen in that video that went viral Tuesday, beating his wife senselessly in Makueni County, has been arrested. And he was arrested a day after the director of public prosecution ordered his arrest for beating his wife. After his arrest, Zomo claimed that he only gave his wife one blow after finding her with another man.
Zomo, please, yaka. Where? Zomo? Zomo? Zomo?
All right, so I don't think Stevens, Queen, that does not look like one blow to me. It doesn't look like one blow to me.
I took this very personal. That's where I come from. For starters, we don't beat people. And I don't know, even as Kikamba, you can hear the guys in the background. And there are men saying, stop beating your wife. And they're pleading with him, and he's still kicking out. I don't think he was sober or in his right mind. And we said this in the show, there is no excuse for a man or a woman to beat their spouse or wherever it is. And that of course, we cannot, it's not one blow, it's beating until you're on the ground and you're helpless and you beat and beat. And that's not us from Makueni. I don't think it represents who we are. And also, as a man, again, it's the wrong thing to do.
For
to
anyone,
torment a woman.
just any violence, be it a man to woman, woman to man, any violence, Queen.
You know, Anna, I want to tell Steve that it's not even a Makueni issue. Yes, domestic violence is a global issue, and in Kenya alone, we have over 40% of women who are abused. I'm not going to talk about the men for this show because of this video. Right. It's tragic, okay? Right. Now, it's, you know, the other day, this lady called Mwende lost her limbs.
Yeah.
We've seen several others in Homa Bay, in Kisii. Women do not have limbs. They don't have, I mean, they are maimed because of issues related to domestic abuse. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even have the right words to explain what is wrong with this man beating up his wife and thinking that he can come up with an excuse that it was only one blow. Even half a blow, it doesn't matter, since domestic abuse should not be condoned.
I want to believe that that even despite the fact that this is a criminal act and he should get the results of that, that they might also get him psychological help as well. We don't know whether he said his excuse is that he drank too much.
He can drink too much. He can drink little. He can drink whatever he was drinking.
Yes.
The point is, you cannot find an excuse for a man doing that.
By the time you're beating someone and beating someone that senselessly, it's a thought you've entertained.
It's a psychological issue. We all agree that probably one, probably two, and we thought, this is the moment I do this. And you know, sometimes people will just go and say, today is the day I want to come and molest so-and-so and punish so-and-so. I don't think it just comes from the blues, just like that. Whether you're going out to have a drink or something, the moment you come down on somebody like that, you must have preconceived the idea. And I think that's a psychological issue. I agree.
And the lady actually said that she has endured abuse for 18 years.
Yes, over and over.
And her excuse is because she doesn't know where to go. Yeah, and for most women, that is the biggest challenge. We are not empowered economically, we are not empowered socially, even psychologically. So you think that you can actually not survive
beyond this man or woman.
Or woman, yeah. So there's so much work that definitely needs to be done about domestic abuse, especially in Kenya.
Well, that's not the only thing that needs a lot of work to be done. What happened? I want Queen to take lead on this. She was our fashion cop this week, keeping the entire team updated with who wore what and where, and the do's and the don'ts. You're gonna see the images come on your screen right now. Queen, I want you to take us through this. What happened? What is wrong with this picture?
Okay. I think Beta, Member of Parliament, Millie, went for Aurora show. I'm not quite sure. By the way, I am a big fan of Millie. I like her brain, okay?
Are you taking us?
No, wait, I'm a big fan. Yes, we are even Facebook friends for information. But I don't know who gave Millie the dress code. I think she would have actually done much better even without it looks like a sisal skirt put around the neck. And I wish she would have just left it at home and put on whatever dress that she had on there, because it looks really nice. Now, the moment I saw that on top, I was wondering, okay.
Have you told her?
No, I haven't.
Oh boy.
No,
she's your friend, you should have
drop her Facebook inbox.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. There's just something off about the sisal skirt around the neck. I don't know whether it's supposed to be jewelry. Is it jewelry?
I think it's just not Queen's kind of
Of course, it's not Queen's kind of fashion.
With her hair is on fire and all that. That's Millie, and she likes her thing. I was there in a meeting of that show somewhere in Nakuru. Very beautiful day. She was the flower of the day. I mean, you have to stand out from the crowd and be different. And
so Steve, is what you're saying, you were also there and you also didn't give her feedback. What kind of friends are you people?
I like the dress. This is not sisal, by the way.
What is it?
It is a scarf. In style. It wasn't sisal. I mean, you should have been there to see, or you should she's a friend, you can meet her and say, What is that you're wearing? Probably you like it, but I just know it's not your kind of thing. Probably it's somebody else's.
Let me shock you, Steve, with something else. I want you guys to see this picture that has especially gone viral on Instagram. It is boots. Boots. They're boots. I kid you not. Those are boots. They are boots, but if you looked once, you'd actually think that is someone who is wearing pants all the way down. Queen, you wore boots last week. I know you're a fan of boots. I personally love boots as well. But this...
Actually, Zinzi, I was supposed to pull off this challenge, but a lot of things didn't happen.
It has now become a challenge?
No, wait, yeah. I mean, I was supposed to grab the husband's shirt. Okay. But unfortunately, my pair of boots didn't arrive in good time. So I still owe you, I owe our viewers...
And the hot topics.
Oh, yes. Yes, I have to do a catwalk around here in the J-Lo outfit, yes.
So the J-Lo outfit, is
yes, but I think it's only J-Lo who can pull off that look. In Kenya, you dare put on a shirt.
Are you going to do the boots?
Of course, I'm going to do the boots.
And a shirt?
I will just make a few adjustments to suit the African culture, okay? Because I don't want to be stripped on my way to the studio. I'm going to do a few adjustments, but I kid you not. That challenge, I'm going to have to do it. But I only think it's J-Lo who can wear it.
Okay.
I'm not sure. But there's this lady who also tried this look a few years ago. What's her name? Diamond's baby mama. Her miss tried that look.
The same look?
Not exactly. But she had the denim and the shirt. It looked lovely, I think. Yeah.
All right, but it's not only J-Lo who seems to be taking the spotlight. Carrie Hilson, who is around, who is in the country, if we could have that photo as well. I went on her Instagram page, and she looks amazing, even the outfit that she wore during the charity work she's doing. But here, I really don't understand what is happening. I don't understand what is... I'm wondering, did she leave the good clothes on the plane? Is it because she visited...
Matumbo kiosk.
Matumbo kiosk? Like, I don't get... I mean, help me understand, Stevens.
I mean, this is strange Africa, you know. You're just here. You're here to do good music. You're also doing your charity stuff. By the way, she does a lot of stuff in the slums and stuff here with the poor. I mean, what did you want her to wear?
Yeah. Jeans and just a good, cute top. That's it. Why do you have to be on the extreme end of it?
On this one, I think I'll go with Carrie Hilson. She's getting back to her African roots.
So now we dress like that in Africa?
Yes. She has the braids on. She has
the braids is cool.
She has the kofia on.
She went to this thrift place and got some stuff, you know, got to look like Africa. There's nothing wrong with that. You're down the slums, you don't look like you're coming to a studio.
No, I'm not telling her to...
Can you imagine Carrie Hilson in short shorts and maybe a crop top and some high...
Of course not. That's a bit extreme. But, you know, a simple jeans and a hoodie is fine.
No. Actually, I think Carrie... Yeah, she knew she was going to Kibra. She didn't want to cause distress or maybe raise too much attention.
You know what?
So she just wanted to, blend in.
Let's throw this to our guests, to our viewers rather at home. If you're watching, let us know what you thought about the Carrie Hilson outfit when she went to have Matumbo, was it? All right.
Matumbo kiosk was. It was a Matumbo kiosk place.
And by the way, you have shares there?
No, I'm just understanding the situation and why she was and what it was all about.
And since we're already talking about Carrie Hilson, the Terminal concert is happening this weekend, and I can see you have it on the Pulse.
It is.
Could you just touch on it a little bit?
This is one of the biggest concerts that we have in Kenya, of course the biggest concert this weekend. There are so many concerts. We talked about Fally Ipupa and, fashion events at KWS and others everywhere. But when you get 6 international artists coming to the country.
And Man's Not Hot is here.
Man's Not Hot is there.
He's
Man's Hot is hot here now. and many more, Pin-Up and everywhere, all these guys. It's a great thing, and for people who do showbiz like this, it's a great advantage that you can see showbiz is coming alive. 6 internationals performing in one concert, 2 days from today to tomorrow, and they're blending with young, local talent in equal measure. That tells you really that our entertainment industry is going somewhere, and that we can afford it and we can support it.
I mean, if you look at it from even a political point of view, for the past 5 years, should I say, it's been quite active. We've had Barack Obama, we've had Benjamin Netanyahu from Israel, we've hosted quite a number of dignitaries, and that's just on the political end. Entertainment-wise, we have Kerry Hilson here now, we had Yemi Alade visit a lot, so there's a lot of things happening, but do you think it will get to a time where also someone like Beyonce would consider Nairobi as a tour stop and not just Cape Town?
I'm sure there will. It's already time. It's not there will come a time. I think it's already time for those guys to be here. The showbiz climate is ready for that. Question is, who will bring her? And I'm so sure that everybody is putting their money in showbiz. Now, this is a challenge to somebody that says, these guys are here now, I'll bring somebody bigger. And I can bet that the next person who's coming must be bigger than all these guys.
Someone is already working on that.
And you know, Zinzi, what I like about this, and a friend of mine who lives in the States challenged me, that the image they have out there about Kenya is not the same one they get when they arrive on the ground. Yeah, they think that the city is just a few.
It's a jungle for them.
Yeah, like you would see elephants crossing the road in Nairobi city. So the moment they come here and they go to Masai Market, go to town, they are so blown away. So for me, this kind of tourism is actually very good for us, given that we are, international media houses, I almost mentioned one, they always report only when you have post-election violence, and people are chopping each other's necks in Kibra and other areas. So this is good, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think that these celebrities could come and then leave their cameras and they go to the slum areas to do their charity work? They're calling it slum tourism.
I mean, in every city, whether it's in Africa or out of Africa, slum is slum.
But in Africa, it's a special scenario.
I'm saying that because, for example, we have Jay-Z and Beyonce going to South Africa. One of those places where, like Joburg downtown, you'd have a lot of crime and stuff because it's all that. I think we should not take our eyes off the main thing and go to the side shows of the slum would be bad and they would be safe or not safe. But the point is that Africa, and that's what Queen is already saying, Africa is a safe place for you to be. It is as good as where they come from, and we can trust them to go to the slums, interact with the people, where the people would understand, yes, you are visitors and you're just serving our way of life. And I think that's the best thing we can do for them at this point, and say, yes, we're in Africa, serve with us, celebrate with us, enjoy our culture, and that's what they take back from us. And that is what the word spreads around, that we're not just a jungle where elephants are crossing around the streets, which is also a very good thing.
Yeah, when you have wildlife and modern city emerging, I think that's amazing.
I think early in the week, I saw, a few publications, and there was some form of protest, like people coming from the ghetto and the slums, they were saying, guys, stop marketing us, all right? Stop marketing this slum tourism. We are not comfortable with it, all right? Because every other time we have international artists come in, the first stop is
Kibera. That's the same thing Victoria Beckham did when she was here about 3 months ago.
Yes, but I have a mixed opinion on this. Like, there's really nothing wrong about empowerment and taking up projects. There's nothing wrong.
True.
But what I don't like is the dependency syndrome
that we also have on our end.
Yeah, like I don't want a situation where now residents of Kibra or other slums in the country simply sit back and wait for Victoria Beckham and Kerry Hilson and anybody else who is willing to come and take pictures and do this. We need to find solution. One thing we have to accept is that we have class. I mean, the society is divided into classes. We have people living in the middle class, the upper class, and the lower class. But what can we do? I mean, how can we look for solutions to our problems first? Right? Let these international artists just come to supplement. Let us not depend entirely on their handouts or their foundations, because these foundations actually is also for them. It's also for their image.
Right.
Yes. So we might think that they're not. Well, they could be using us, but there's no harm.
I don't think they're using anybody. If you ask me.
I'm saying it's good for their image, Steve-O. It's good for their image. Like if today Stevens goes to
do just charity work in Makueni County.
Charity not
in fact, somebody once said, if you're going to do charity, leave your camera at home.
Yeah. Sometimes leave it.
Leave your camera at home. Go and do it for the good of the society. Don't do it to boost your ratings and to increase your hits.
You know what? I think the whole Kibra and slums thing is a very complicated community issue, because how many times have we heard even the government try to upgrade, keep it up, situation to, you know, we want to make your life better, and those guys are resisting sometimes. That's why I'm saying it's a very complicated stuff. Some people like it that way, they love life that way for reasons that we may have to find out, so really.
All right, let me bring you to another shocking story. Now, police in Nairobi are investigating an incident in which 10 primary school pupils were found engaging in a sex orgy. The pupils of Dawamba Primary School in Kayole are now being held by police after being found engaging in sex in a house. And as Cecilia Wakesha reports, this incident committed by the primary school children is raising concerns about the deteriorating discipline in Kenyan schools. Take a look.
It was shock and disbelief as these 5 boys and 5 girls of the Wabu Primary School were allegedly found engaging in sexual acts in Kayole Estate in Nairobi. According to a neighbor living in the estate, he was disturbed when he heard unusual noises in one of the houses at around 7 p.m. and upon inquiries, he realized there were pupils inside the house. His neighbor was however not in the house at the time, but his child is said to have invited his fellow pupils.
Tulikuwa tumetoka shule, mimi nikaenda na wasichana. Nikasema nenda na wasichana. Tukaenda, tulikuwa tunaenda, vijana wakakuja, wakaingia kwetu. Tukaanza kudance.
Mimi kupanda huko, nikaingia ndani nikaanza kuhoji hao watoto. Nyinyi ni watoto wa primary, watoto wadogo, mnafanya nini hapa? Wakatuambia wamekuja kudansi. Dansi gani hapa na hakuna ngoma? Kila mtu anidansie vile alikuwa na dance. Wakasema kasema hapana.
Neighbors here say this was the second day in a row the pupils of school in class 7 and 8 were engaging in the act before being ambushed. The neighbors are blaming the school for the indiscipline.
Wa class 7 na 8 tunarudi nyumbani, mtoto ana hata homework. Unamuuliza una homework, ati teacher tupatiangi. Sasa mtoto wako idol.
Huyo mzazi mwenyewe nyumba ametueleza because amepigia mwalimu simu, mwalimu naye akamuelezea hawa watoto, kuna mtoto mmoja kwa hawa watoto ule mwenye huwa anatembea ni kama kuna ugonjwa yenye anasambaza kwa wengine. Sasa kama mwalimu anajua hilo jambo, hawa watoto wanafanya hiyo mambo, mbona sichukue jukumu?
The pupils were arrested and taken to Kayole police station where they spent their Tuesday night. A children's officer in Kayole is blaming parents for what he called negligence in upbringing. The issue is now being investigated by the police as well as the school management.
Gamba tu polisi watu achilie na tabia tarudia tena.
Tulijadiliana tukaona ni vyema tukae na wao chini hao watoto, sababu ni watoto wa umri mdogo, tuweze kuwaongelesha kama wazazi na kama serikali.
The incident is the latest case of school indiscipline coming at a time when the country is experiencing a wave of school unrests. Cecilia Wakesha, KTN News.
All right, so you have the background on that story now. Stevens, go ahead.
I mean, kids at that age, oh my goodness, I don't understand.
These kids are in standard 7 and standard 8.
I mean, what the society has become is what kids have become, and I don't blame kids for that. It must be something they have learned from somewhere. Some moments ago, we were just saying when life has gone to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything, and these kids are exposed to all this. As much as I won't blame media for this, it is an all society issue, and that's why I kept on saying, even about the slum and all that.
So it's a problem from schools, media, society.
It is our society in general. It is what it has become, and I don't blame parents, I don't blame teachers, I don't blame the kids, I blame what the world has become.
Both of you are parents here. Queen, I mean, you saw that story. What was the first thing that came to your mind?
The first thing that came to my mind is system failure. Yes, and I just wanted to clarify one thing. Children in the ghetto, in class 6, in class 7, in class 8, they are above 15 years. Yeah, and I'm talking from experience. The way they are raised, their upbringing, sometimes they're not your average age. So don't think about 10 and 11.
Okay,
but still, yeah, it is inexcusable. But for me, this is a symptom. there's a cause. I don't know what the cause. I mean,
there's a bigger problem.
There's a bigger problem. This is just a symptom of what is happening in the society. So, as we try to figure out why these children are behaving this way, we need to find out the root cause. What is happening to the society?
As parents, if you got that call from the school, what would you do? What do you then do?
Zinzi, I'll cross that bridge when I get there, but I can assure you it won't be nice. But I would really be concerned, really be concerned about my child and find out, and to the point of even looking at myself, looking inwardly. Is it that I've failed as a parent? Is it that, but you know, Zinzi, we were just saying a couple of minutes ago, when we see adults posting bathroom selfies with a number of women, now that is the result.
So they're learning from us.
This is the result. If you care wazazi, this is the result.
Now, something else I probably...
You asked if, as a parent, if that was happening to me, I would find myself disconnected with my child.
Right.
I'd find a way to get back to them, for them to get back to me, for us to understand them.
Okay. Let me tell you something else when it comes to understanding the world. You guys saw that leaked memo by the Chandaria group, the shopping center. It was a racist comment, which just SGR racist comment as well. So there's this meme. I want you to have a look at it. It sort of paints where we are as a nation when it comes to racism. It blatantly paints it. Take a look. It's here. Headed to Chandaria stores for shopping. If you can't beat them, join them, Queen. Chandarana, rather. Well, headed to Chandarana stores for shopping.
How much layer of foundation do you think I'll need?
Oh, you need the entire unga. You need the entire unga. Just bath in it. Just bath in it.
I probably need to soak in it overnight.
Yes,
yes. And dry myself in the sun another 24 hours.
There you go. So apart from that, let's quickly take a look because of time. Let's take a look at, well, Stephen already took us through Pulse. I would love for Queen to just quickly rush us through the Nairobian.
Well, some of the stories that are making headlines in the Nairobian this week, we have the controversial Bishop Nganga yet again in the headline. An ordinary Mwananchi is complaining that he owes him some millions. Now, to get more details,
you've got to grab the copy.
Grab a copy. It's only 50 shillings. Huh? Yeah, 50. And also we have... you can forfeit mkate, a loaf of bread
for Nairobian.
Yes. Okay. Just a loaf of bread Friday. Grab a copy of the Nairobian. You will not regret it. Even Jesus said, "Man shall not live on bread alone."
But the Nairobian not.
No.
What else is there that you guys are highlighting?
Yeah, we have a very interesting story from Nakuru where two female MCAs got into a fight, and according to some of their colleagues, they were fighting over a man who happens to be the husband of one of the women. And the biggest story for me in this is how women really, we really have to stop these things. We need to fix our crowns. We need to stop making an embarrassment of ourselves. It is not funny. Yeah. Let's Zinzi keep her man, let Queen keep her man, and let's build the nation.
Let's build the nation. All right, and speaking of building the nation, this week was Michael's birthday. He turns 72 years old. I think, yes, look at Stevens. Yes, I know he turned 72. I've seen his ID. I've seen Michael's ID.
How old did he turn?
72, unashamed. Oh. You know what I think he should do? Michael, you ought to sing for us. It was your birthday. You should sing for us.
Now, for starters, Stevens, don't be too surprised. 72, she's just turning it around. I turned 27.
Oh, 27?
Yeah, don't I just look 27 and feel 27, which is more important. So, Zinzi.
So you're not going to sing for us?
Singing is not a problem. I mean, you got away with it. I mean, I don't have a problem with it, with a
the audience demanded.
Like that. No, you demand. Okay. The audience demanded that you sing.
I think Zinzi should sing and then Mike.
I agree. Yeah. Totally agree.
You know what?
So Zinzi,
I think we're going to embarrass ourselves.
No.
All I can tell you is that this is a show when it's on fire. Better than a fantasy. Longer than a highway. I'll just leave it right there because, yeah.
Well done, Michael. Well done. Well done. Okay.
There you go. Well, it's time for us to wind up. Guys, thank you so much for our topics. We certainly have had a good time, and yes, quite a number of things to highlight there. I don't know what you guys are planning for the weekend, but I'm planning to take a chill pill and, you know, just relax. Yes, yeah. With this busy weekend. Now, I know we have Monday Blues on Monday that Stevens, you know, gives us a highlight of what was happening over the weekend. So I will read from that. But from me, my name is Michael Gitonga. Wish you all a fantastic and a great weekend. Thank you for watching Morning Express.
And my name is Zinzi Kibiku. See you tomorrow morning on Weekend Express. Bye-bye.